Joining us this morning on the show, Mr. Catalon, good morning.
DA, Merry Christmas. And I've really been enjoying the DAs of Christmas, especially when Sean was talking about bears having tails. I'm still trying to process that whole segment.
Yes, for Mraz, just for clarification, he still believes bears have long tails.
Right.
So just so we're on the same page.
Got it.
Now, let me ask you, as somebody who grew up as a Yankee fan, and you saw the Garrett Cole signing yesterday, do you believe that's the actual sign that he had 19 years ago in the 0-1 World Series?
I do, actually, and I know I might be in the minority, but here's something for you, and you know this, that when I moved back to New Jersey, I bought the house I grew up in from my parents, which in theory was a great idea. It turned out it's a nightmare doing that. But anyways, there's all this stuff of mine from when I was a kid in the basement, in the attic, and it's all faded. And that's why I believe that sign is real. It was probably stuffed in the back of his parents' attic, and over time it's faded. So I believe that sign to be true.
Now, navy blue, Yankee blue fades into gold?
Right. Now, there's many conspiracy theories. But let me ask you this. Who in the Yankees organization or the Cole family would have taken the time to recreate that poster? Why would they do that?
I guess to really heavy-handedly sell Garrett Cole to the Yankees fan base. Maybe
right.
they could commission
because
an artist.
$324 million, so they needed to go out to Target to buy a poster board and some gold glitter stickers. I mean, come on.
Let's get into your football game last week, because the Patriots and the Bengals had a lot of eyes on it last week. And final score, Patriots pull away, win comfortably as we all expected. Except, once again, Tom Brady was pretty ineffective in that game. In fact, it could have been arguably his worst game of the season. Watching it up close, what was your assessment of Brady?
You know, I don't think it's all on Tom Brady. I think that he definitely missed some throws. He does not look like the Brady of a year or certainly 2 years ago. But he also has a lot of inexperience at the wide receiver position, and these guys are still trying to figure it out. And in talking with Brady the night before the game, I really do get the sense that it's a mix. It's Brady knowing he has to be better, but also him trying to figure out a way to help these guys. I thought what was interesting that Brady told us is he can't really instruct the young wide receivers from a wide receiver perspective what they need to do because he's not a wide receiver. And that certainly is something that he's been trying to struggle with. And he says that Julian Edelman has taken on a bigger leadership role. He has taken over that room, the wide receiver group, and is trying to help them as much as possible. But ultimately, it's up to Brady and Harry and Brady and Myers for these guys to really get on the same page. There's no question he's missing some throws, and this Patriots offense needs to figure things out over the next 2 weeks before the playoffs because I don't think they have enough on offense to take them deep into January. Their defense and special teams are the second to none, but I think this offense right now, the way it is going to hold them back in January.
Yeah, it's a great quandary here for the Patriots because they've got a great record. They could have a bye. They're still in line potentially for the number one seed if the Ravens slow up. But they've lost to all the other division winners or leaders in the AFC. They're usually made of gold. This year they seem to be made of tin. My question is, up close, do you sense that they realize they're vulnerable?
I do. I mean, look, I talked to Belichick and Sanu and Brady and Josh McDaniels on Saturday night for our production meetings at CBS, and all of them, I think, pretty candid that they have to get better. And Josh McDaniels is the one that said, practice is what's the best thing for us right now. And the Patriots went hard at practice last week. Josh McDaniels said that he'd be hard-pressed to find another team that this late in the season practiced as hard as they did last week, full pads last Wednesday. They know they have a lot of work to do, and they have to get better. And, against the Chiefs, they ran some trick plays, and that was kind of their offense. And against Cincinnati last week, they didn't need to score a lot of points offensively because their defense kept turning over the Bengals. So I'm really fascinated by this matchup on Saturday. I think the Bills are going to be really hungry. It's another very good defense. And this will be a great litmus test for the Patriots here in late December.
Andrew Catalon joins us from the NFL on CBS. You have done Bills preseason games for years. You've done plenty of Bills games for the NFL on CBS as well. It used to be a pig fest in Buffalo, and yet this year they're one of the strongest organizations we have in the AFC. What have you seen particularly up close that has changed about that organization over the last 3 or 4 years?
It's culture, DA, and it starts at the top with GM Brandon Beane and head coach Sean McDermott. You know, they have coached in terms of McDermott in a way that he feels very comfortable with. But bigger than that, they've brought in players that fit their locker room, that fit their mold. Brandon Beane has done a tremendous job of bringing in the right guys, character guys. This is as close-knit a team as I've ever been around in terms of the locker room. And I'll give you an example. Earlier this year, in the Bills cafeteria in their facility, there's probably 20 circular tables. One day, Sean McDermott walked in to the cafeteria, and all of the tables were brought together as one so that everyone in the Bills could have lunch together. And I know that sounds a little, I don't know, you could say cheesy or corny, but at the same time, I think it's a great example of just how close this team is, that even at lunch, they all want to be together. And I think that bonds them together. It makes them strong. They have a chip on their shoulder because they still don't get a lot of respect even after they've clinched a playoff spot. And this is a dangerous team in January. I really believe that.
You and James Lofton, your broadcast partner, have done a lot of Jaguars games also over the last couple of seasons, and the fans in Jacksonville love you. And I'm wondering, you know, we've seen like basically the organization go from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. If you were to put your finger on how this has eroded so badly, what do you think is the key to where the Jaguars are right now?
It's amazing to think back that 2 years ago they were a game away from playing for the Big Ten trophy at the end of the year, the Lombardi Trophy, and now here they are with firing Tom Coughlin. Doesn't look good for Doug Marrone. Look, I think that just the culture down there got away from them a little bit, and they got really high in 2017, and for whatever reason they kind of lost that it factor the last couple of years. Certainly injuries were a factor last year, but they have not been able to put it together this year. And I like Doug Marrone. I think he's a really good old-school coach. I think he actually does relate well to the players, but there's going to be changes down there. And you know, they've missed on some draft picks. The injuries have been a factor, as I mentioned, and it's crazy that they're spinning their wheels again, because you really thought that after the run they had a couple years ago that this was going to be an organization on the rise for years to come. And now to see where they've fallen to is a really big surprise to me.
The chase for the Big Ten trophy, the Vince Lombardi, continues this weekend. CBS coverage begins at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific with the NFL Today. Andrew Catalon and James Lofton, have the call for the Bengals, the Dolphins, coming up on Sunday. Cat, always good to catch up, my man. Happy holidays, buddy.
Yeah, same to you and your crew, DA. Thanks so much.
You got it. Andrew Catalon joining us this morning here on the show.